Hey everybody, welcome to our Tuesday Arena tournament here, International Master William Pascal, aka Sparkle Horse, my account on lichess.org. Our moderator, Mr. Coffee, is around. We've got Asterbait, the ghost viewer. Asterbait, are you responsible for those anonymous ghost donations we've been getting? Someone on sound is here on a Tuesday, no less. Tuesday's a popular night here on lichess, apparently. We've got Macro Pawnda, the Minister of Defense, MasterFugu. Very difficult to break through against MasterFugu, as you can see. Taught me everything I need to know about defense. So the Weed Master's in the house for a little bit of moral support. Fully IM'd here. We were discussing how the title's getting devalued. Anyway, guys, we're hosting a Blitz Arena, the Sparkle Horse Arena. Check it out. Join the arena. Paste it up there. Sparkle Horse Mysterious Expert. We're not going to fly with just two players. The Weed Master doesn't play, he just watches. He's retired. I'm not gonna make him get an account. He just plays anonymously. He doesn't even have like a established account on lichess. He's lazy. He's just there for the library and to be someone to bounce some questions off of sometimes. He's here for moral support. Someone on sound is not playing. We've got Mysterious Expert, who's become a follower of this tournament. I'm not sure if, yeah, he was here last week, but he just played like one game. Guys, Asterbait, everybody, get in the tournament. Last week we had a small turnout. I sent a message to everybody. We have a lot of subscribers, and I notified the subscribers about the tournament tonight. So hopefully we get some players. You've got to join the Pawnda and Horses Club in order to play, which somewhat complicates things. So we have no offers. Oh, Mr. Someone on sound is in. You want to play a master first round? I can arrange it. All right. Got to join the Pawnda and Horses Club. Thank you, Mr. Mubot. Thank you, Mr. Mubot. Yeah, someone on sound, do you ever play, like, how do you play on lichess, by the way? You just, like, you search for people in the lobby? If you play casual games, you can set your formula so that you play mostly higher rated players, I guess, you know. I think we're going to need all the players we can get. Lots of competitive streamers tonight. Looks like Tuesday is a popular night. Of course, no one is as good as me, but you know, some are closer than others. We are, I mean, as a streamer, I'm the best. I know. What can I say? But it's not easy to be handsome, you know, intelligent, and a decent chess player. Probably my weakest attribute is my chess play. But anyway, good to see you guys. Asterbait is on the phone. Please excuse me. I'm on. Oh, you're on the phone. Okay. You can't figure out how to join the tournament. Actually, I was wondering about that. How difficult it is to find tournaments, you know, private tournaments on the phone. Because I never tried to do it from a phone. I was going to say, if Weedmaster ever played, he'd have to play from his phone. And I wonder how difficult it is to do that. Is that... Anybody else do that? Like find tournaments, you know, the tournament lobby on your phone? Jim is here. He's the second most generous bit donator this week with a silver medal. The silver medal goes to Greece. Gold medal goes to Germany. And the bronze medal goes to the United States in bit donations. But the top gold... The gold package goes to Greece for the gift subs. And Jim. Generous with the gift subs. Thank you, man. Jim supported the stream continuously. Mr. Coffee as well. Merle Dixon. WJ Loof. Mr. Slowhand lately. Doing a lot. No problem at all. No problem at all. You are, you know, it's not enough to be Hungarian. You have to be good too. Here's the tournament. I am going back to Budapest. I am going back to Budapest next week. It's a threat and a promise. Okay, if you guys want to join the tournament, you have to join the Pawnda and Horses Club. There is a link to that here, right? Pawnda and Horses Club. Do I have a link to the Pawnda and Horses Club? Mubot had a link to that, right? There's a link for that. It's just below the Judith Polgar Arena. That's funny. We're right up there, you know. Half Hungarian. Alright, somewhat unsound. Man, this will be my best chance ever getting third place. Mr. Coffee, Tuesday without the space. What is that? Oh, that's the command. Juicebox. Jump in the tournament, guys. You have to join the Pawnda and Horses Club. Oh, man. I'm having trouble with my keyboard. Does anybody know what causes keyboard, like, lag? I've noticed this. In the last week, my relatively new laptop seems to have like a kind of keyboard lag. When I try to type on the keyboard, it's like laggy. It's kind of weird. That's the Tuesday tournament. You can join the Pawnda and Horses Club. Oh, what did I do? I think I did something crazy. I did something crazy. I just wanted to copy and paste it. It's not a wireless keyboard, no. No, just a normal keyboard. I don't know, it just started to be like, when I type keys, it takes a few seconds for the characters to start coming to fill in. It's just kind of weird. Don't know what causes that. Turn off the LAN setting in the LAN setting in your internet options to probably speed up the entire system. The LAN setting? I'm confused. Alright. Mysterious Expert. I have a surprise for him. When are we starting? In 5 minutes. I'm a draft dodger. I'm not a draft dodger. I'm just a dodger. Never got drafted. I was lucky in that respect. Secret prep. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna. And the Summon Sound dropped down to 4th place. There's an arbitrary LAN setting that's enabled by Windows that tends to lag computers after several months. That's what mine is doing. I like my keyboard. I thought it was like sticky or something, and then it's just like. I noticed maybe it's the shift keys that are the worst. You can Google it. I can Google it whenever I want to. What's up? Juicebox Wizard, Antonio. Does anyone need to join the club? Any trustworthy friends of the stream here that have not yet joined the club need to join the club? You might have to get my official approval to join the club. So send me a notification. It'll send me a notification if you try to join the club. I have to approve it. Anybody new here? Me Boyd. No problem at all. No problem at all. I don't know about you. You probably need to join the club if you want to play. Oh, he's in already. All right, he joined the club. I don't remember that. Okay. Can't remember everything. Let's get some more players. Amoeboid can join. He should be in. I'm tired of playing Mysterious Expert in the first game every time, guys. It's getting kind of old, you know. I don't like playing like the highest rated player in the first round. It pisses me off. I hate that feature of these tournaments. I want to play a lower rated player and work my way up to the strongest players, like traditionally in Swiss system tournaments. It's just not fair, you know, for the top players to have to face each other right away. I think it's bogus. Just a bogus pairing system that would never, ever, 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 ever be viable in a I mean, is that a real pairing system used in any other sports? Top two play each other? I guess it probably is. Some form of tennis tournament. Does anyone know? Is that some sort of like tennis pairing system? I will lower my rating. I'll dump my rating on purpose. I already did. Oh, snap. Sorry. Yeah, I used to be 2,500. The master dropped out. Well, I mean, the classic Swiss system, right? I mean, that's where Swiss system chess tournaments come from. The classic Swiss system is 10, yeah, best against worst. But was that right? Best against worst? Well, I don't know. Now that you mention it, really? Like seed 1 against seed 64? I mean, the classic chess pairing system is the so-called Swiss system, which was, I thought, a tennis pairing system originally. But what do I know about tennis? One in 4, 2 and 5. Now that's weird. Someone sound. How does that work? How does that work? Oh, I think he meant 1 in 3, 4 and 2. I don't understand what someone on sound was typing in there. The NCAA. So that's like a bracket. I thought of 64. Sounds like you have my keyboard, someone on sound. Your keyboard works like my keyboard. Invitation request. Okay. So Minty Dusk. I don't know, guys. What do you think about Minty Dusk? Minty Dusk has one game. How are we going to accept them? How can I accept you, Minty Dusk? We know nothing about you at all. You haven't been hazed or anything. I mean, I can't really see how we can accept Minty Dusk. Minty Dusk, who are you? I do not play rated games. I promise I am clean, though. Tell us more. RKT. The Rocket. I don't know. Should I just accept these random people? We need more players. Just trust them. We can always kick them out. You know, that's the good thing about the tournament. The team. I'm gonna, you know, we'll be willing to kick you out, so just don't be hurt when we kick you out. Just so you know. One game of correspondence he's not using anymore. Him, no. Okay, whatever. Jim, what? Now you tell me. What did I do? Did I let somebody bad in? Kidding me, right? Screw it. I let in somebody who I wasn't supposed to let in. I promise I'm only a cheater 2 times, and I stopped. Yeah, I'm just. We'll kick them out if we suspect them. We have to be willing to kick people out. You know, I think that's what we've got to do. Yevgeny. What do you mean, Yevgeny? Yevgeny's been here. Yevgeny's been here for years now. Yeah, we'll kick him out later. I say if we suspect someone, we're not going to be afraid to pull the trigger on kickouts, kickbacks. I don't know what happened to Mysterious Expert. He disappeared. Yeah, that's not too suspicious, Mule Skinner. Good to see you. I mean, in that case, you know, Mule Skinner, I mean, if they don't kick them out, I mean, I would really raise a stink about it. I mean, that's pretty bad when it's just blatant. I mean, I feel like as an IM, the moderators give me more credibility when I report people for being cheaters, which isn't that frequent. But I mean, I'm saying when I do, I usually, you know, people believe what I'm saying. I feel like with random players, you guys aren't random to me, but you may be to some moderator or whatever you call them. I think like. If somebody is like that, like they've played 5 perfect games in a row, I mean, it's pretty bad if they don't get kicked out. The queen on c8 looks suspicious. Yay, JCS is here. If somebody starts like winning every single game and stuff, you know, we'll have them booted. Knight c5 intermezzo move. Can't say I expected that to be played. JCS, did you take a long time off playing? You seem like you were rusty the last time I played you. I like how this queen ends up being in a logical place. Don't ask me if I know what I'm doing, because I don't. MasterFugu. I think we're hallucinating. Now we're hallucinating. We need more players to join. Please join. Let me check the... We got nothing. Please join. We're not that desperate. This actually loses a piece. Holy shit. Well, we always start with like 10 players or so. It's pretty standard. 7 at the moment. Keep in mind there are a lot of other streams tonight. I don't know what's up with Tuesday night as a popular chess streaming night. I can always like switch up the schedule and have different events on different nights. Because it's going to completely change now, guys. This will be my last week here. in the US. So I'm moving back to, I have a week off between the 2nd and the 9th, and then back to Budapest. I'd rather not weaken my structure if I can help it. But if I play queen takes, I lose a piece. Victor doesn't seem disturbed by the fact that he's down a piece. A lot of people would be like demoralized. He's just going on like it's completely normal. I might just resign, since it's an arena. Try to win another game. I know our old friend King Crusher would resign. Subtly trying to talk him into resigning. It's in your best interest to resign. Mine too. Wonder if they should enable a feature to make you like make a deal, you know, like you can have like a quarter of a point if you resign now. I'll give you a quarter of a point if you resign now. This has got to be the dumbest move of all time. If I played that. Slimming. He's slumming. Maybe Slimming is already a member. Nope. Alright, good to see him. One of our European friends. Alright, back to the tournament. I also figured out how to enable the notifications on Firefox. Ooh, he dropped another piece. Not awake yet. Yevgeny had a long day at work. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Alright. Tactically, he's not awake yet. I love Minty Dusk. You're scaring me how many comments he put in the stream there. I like how he begged and begged to join and he didn't join. What's that about? He begged and begged and begged and begged and begged. Did he leave before I had a chance to let him in the tournament? Is that what happened? I said, oh, I might not let him in, and then he like disappeared. No, he did join and logged out. That's weird. Suspicious. I think it's yeah. It's got to have something to do with Hunter Biden. It just seemed like you were sleepy tactically, Evgeny. Normally you don't make those kind of blunders. That's how I play when I haven't played in a day or something, or I'm just tired. Guys, we need more players. Please join. Actually, last week was a really low turnout for this, and then and now it's continuing again this week. But I noticed that Fiona was having a Blitz tournament. Fiona Chetta was also just ironically having a Blitz tournament in her stream the same time as me. Like, what's up with that? Stealing my thunder here? Damn. Haberbaum is in. We got another player. I mean, I don't know. We could do away with the team thing. You know, we'll see. Last week we had maybe 17 players. Just let all the trolls in. There's an argument for that. Legalization. Just complete liberalization and legalization. Alright, Haberbaum's up. I got Haberbaum. Yeah, I mean, Edward, Rick, you're playing, I said, like a Karpovian sort of style. So, if you improve tactically, I mean, you'd be master, you know. I mean, you got a really good positional style. Like, you had me almost beaten yesterday in that BOGO. I looked at that game, and it's funny. I've done that twice now. I did the same thing against you that I did against the Swedish Grandmaster in 2006. The same bad move order. Ironically, in my game against Yevgeny yesterday, played the same faulty move order that I used in a tournament game in 2006, which I also managed to not lose, luckily. I keep trying to play c5 in a position when I'm supposed to castle first, and for some reason it just like I can't remember the move order. Like I move 7. All right. I guess I just remember the game I played, which was incorrect, and then I try to repeat it. We haven't seen Haberbaum in a long time. He said he's in London, so that with the time change and being in London, that puts you 2 hours ahead. You know, now he's essentially only 4 hours ahead, which is rare. Normally, so it's basically 9:57 where Haberbaum is. Normally he'd be playing, it would be like 11:57 during my stream. But actually, the last game, what the heck was that? Well, I've got sounds enabled. Did you guys hear that? There was a magic sound. It just came from Jim's donation. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have sounds enabled, but I was messing with it. I was messing with notifications. I was messing with the notifications to enable lichess to be able to send notifications. I guess it did something with permissions for Twitch as well, which I hadn't really intended, but whatever, it's fine. That was funny. No, I just turned it on because I was afraid I wasn't getting the notifications. I wouldn't get the notifications about the Pawnda and horses. So I just turned it on, and that did something to allow the sound notifications, which is funny. All right, but that's fine. I don't mind that. That's cool. I don't like when I get like lichess, just general sounds. It seems unnecessary. I think today I'm going to bed. Don't go to bed. We need the players. The master of tension. Haberbaum. Speaking of tension, I'm doing the opposite of keeping the tension now. If knight takes, I was getting kind of concerned about knight takes there. I'm not sure if I have a good place to put my queen, though. Damn it. I thought I'd have a good place to put my queen here. I have to put it here. This is a stupid square. WJ Loof. Mr. Coffee's almost home. You can join the tournament. Run inside the apartment or the house and the condo. Log right on to the computer. Fire up a beer. Mr. Coffee, when is bowling night again? Is that Wednesdays? Jim, thanks again for the donation. Jim is second in cheers with 600. Beer. I've got beer here. I haven't even touched my beer. Beautiful beer. Styrochromin. I say styrochromin. This is actually not styrochromin. This Pilsner Urquell. Same thing. So I had to play queen c2 in order to induce bishop f5 so that I could play queen a4 without walking into a pin. This is ridiculous. This can't be good. Haberbaum's really good at the openings. He's like an opening specialist. So I just screwed myself. Now I'm just worse. Nice. Stupid. I was just making this up. Whatever I was doing in the opening here. He threw me. I don't know how this happened. It was in English and I decided to play d4. I don't know what got into me. Sometimes I just do random stuff. Normally when I play the English, I play the English. I don't try to turn it into a King's Indian. When I play, d4, I play d4. So what if I take with a bishop and play rook a d1? Then on c5, I could play e3. This just doesn't look right. You know he's gonna sack. I would sack my queen if I'm you here. Not really warmed up yet. Great beer. It probably was Czechoslovakian. So dude, you're winning a piece here. Come on now, wake up. Bishop d7 wins a piece. You guys, you are not tactically sharp enough. Not tactically sharp enough has been called. This is complicated in and of itself. Black resigned. My God, I'm just lost, right? Bishop d7, white resigns. I have to lose the exchange. Like the best I have is this, which is just resignable. This is my best variation. Just being down the exchange for nothing. Come on. Too much credit. Play better. Me? I'm just trying to get you guys the games. Totally unimpressive. Almost everyone is over 1900 rating. You have a maximum 10% to win. Yeah, I mean, we should have like sections or something, you know? But don't be discouraged. Where the heck is the tournament? Where did it go? I'm not awake yet. I'm playing like 1700. Don't worry about it. No problem at all. No problem at all. It is hard to say that. Misclick. Where's our tournament players? I even sent a message to the subscribers and nobody's here. I mean, you guys are here. A bunch of you are here. My regulars. I thought we'd get more turnout though. People just disregard my emails. I don't know what's up with Tuesday nights being a popular night for other stuff. It's a good chance, actually, no problem at all. I mean, you should relish the opportunity to get to play strong players. Because a lot of times strong players won't play you. You know, if you just tried to challenge someone who's 2000, they might not even want to play you. If you constantly play people who are better than you, it is going to make you better. I do realize there are some limitations. It can make you play scared and more defensive than you normally might be inclined. So that can be a detriment. But in general, I think it's good for you. In general. It's a good opportunity to learn. Thanks to JCS and Mr. Coffee for being here. Uh-oh. Vasham Chess is now following. I kind of like these sounds. It enables me to actually react in real time when things happen. Maybe I should keep that turned on. I wish I could change the sounds though. Can you make your own sounds? Did I misplay this? Been here, done this before. It's actually probably a good move. Actually, probably. Grammatically excellent speech. F5, knight h4. F4. The heck is going on? F4 is nothing. Yeah, it's like playing Petrosian now. I'm not happy with my position. I'm telling you, this guy, you know, he's like making one move tactical mistakes, but he's like strategically like God. You know, I mean, whoever he learned chess from, it's like high level positional play. And uber fast too. Like he uses no time at all to have a strategically won position after 10 moves with the white pieces against International Master. Or he's dropping pieces altogether. It's like interesting. You're very, 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 very strong strategically. Maybe I should play bishop h3. I wonder if it's worthwhile to do that. Probably not. Remember I had a game with Roman once where I was white in a position like this. No, I didn't give up my white square bishop though. That was one of my losses. One of the first Grandmaster losses. I don't have a very good score against this Petrosian system. Petrosian system. Like he's playing it here. My score in this particular variation is not great. The one in particular I'm talking about is this specific variation with d5, knight c5, queen c2, which is actually a sideline. Actually, well, I mean, the main Petrosian system would be played with the knight on b8, the direct. I didn't play that, though. I didn't allow it. I'm playing with a knight on a6. This is a side variation. Queen c2, I guess, is the main move. a5, bishop g5, h6, bishop e3. I have not had a good score with this position with black over the years. I think I did win the New England Open a couple of years ago against a FIDE Master with the win in the system in the last round. But I never seem to get good positions in this line. Then the Petrosian system in general, I don't have a great score against. And I've also played it with white. Petrosian. I know I pronounce Armenian names incorrectly. I try to correct myself, but I can't help it. So we got Amoeboid in the tournament. The RKT guy who was controversial. What's happening with Arteki? Arteki. Almost sounds Hungarian. Arteki. Mr. Coffee's still not home? He's home, but he's just like getting the beers out of the freezer. I think he's making himself a sandwich. He's probably hungry after work. Typical bachelor. All right. Keep it closed. That looks kind of weird. If you think about it. It looks weird, those rooks doubled up over there. I mean, I'm constantly telling people never let your knight get fianchettoed on b7. Now, there are a couple possibilities. Bishop a4, that's kind of strange. I don't like taking. Knight b7 may not be that bad in this particular situation because our progress is so advanced on the other side. I don't know. I mean, it just looks like our advancement is just too strong. He's got nothing to protect his king here. The possibility of advancement is good. Mr. Coffee's new job. You weren't actually home yet, and Mr. Coffee hit a traffic jam. Ouch. I didn't really want to do this. I wanted to take with a rook on f3. But he's got c6, which is a big problem. This is good enough. The fianchettoed knight. I can't say I ever had my knight escape the b7 square before in one of these King's Indians. I've never been that fortunate. Usually it's condemned to b7 forever, but this one is going to get out over here. But Yevgeny let the king side go too much. You know, this is not safe. Vashon chess. Yeah, I remember your name now, but it's been a while. Someone on sound. Uh-oh, he mowed down somebody. Is he playing now? What's happening in that game? Battle for second place. We're looking from the Black's perspective. Wow, Black is losing. It appears. Was an Albin? Grunfeld. Uh-oh. So RKT. RKT is the guy who, does he have a plus score against me or something? Let's see. No games against me. Mystery person. So far he beat Mule Skinner and someone on sound. Before that he was... We shall see. Master, RKT. We'll have to keep an eye on this player. Mule Skinner is black. What's the deal there? I got a notification. Someone wants to join the club. Psyduck. I watch your streams sometimes. Alright. If you misbehave, we'll kick you out. And it's all Jim's in charge of kicking people out. It's the bouncer. Speaking of kicking people out, that was a bad opening by me, as usual. That's the theme of the day. I get a bad position and somehow don't lose. Groups. You like groups? Alright, Summon Unsound. Tough player. He somehow lost there. What am I going to do with them? Just avoid the whole discussion. I should have played A6, really. I'm better at A6 than B6. I'm trying to avoid theoretical discussions with someone on sound because he knows his system so well. You're better off just playing something like even slightly inferior theoretically just to get him away from what he knows. I'm not sure if I ever did this against him in previous games or not. I have no recollection. I don't really play the Owen. I prefer the St. George. Okay, so C5 maybe? What's wrong with C5? That becomes like a Sicilian. He'll try to play the Smith-Morra somehow. No, C5, D5. As I've told Asterbait before. Probably not great. So now C5, D5 again. Leaves me with limited options. It's all preparation. He's got preparation for the Owen defense. This is his system. He actually has a system against the Owen, which I didn't think he would, but he does. It took him a little while to kind of remember what it was. Which way to go here? Probably better off playing knight d7. It's more traditional, let's say. What's up with c5? Why is that not a good move? Anonymous, you're not in the club. You have to join the Pawnda and Horses Club. The Dog and Pony Show. Welcome, guys, to the stream. 97 is much more standard, yes. This is in honor of my friend Adrian Casillas, who's haven't seen him in 20 years, but he's a FIDE master strength player. His whole concept of chess was basically to block the entire position, leave his king in the center, and sacrifice the exchange. So his favorite thing to do was to play some sort of French, not commit his king, lock the structure like across the board, and then try to find a place to sack an exchange. There it is. The secret move. What about arrows? Wow. G4. That is some seriously aggressive play. All right. Mr. Coffee put me in charge. Shirking his duties. This is just a weird position. I'm just playing for time. Oh, he found it. Yes, of course. Masterful with the initiative. Somewhat unsound. That's not hanging, and it's not a fork. So just ignore it. You made it to home. Is everything still there? Mr. Coffee. So knight takes d4, bishop g5, you've actually got that trap calculated. Wow. Wow. We got him down on time to minute 36, but don't forget there's an increment. But this is unusual for someone unsound. He's always ahead on the clock. Knight to b5. He's like managed to keep everything protected. Does he like do bishop g5? I don't mind sacking in exchange. Rolling pawns. Something happened to the beer. Something happened to the bear. Did he fall over? He's got his friend, MasterFugu. That's our defensive specialist. Oh, the bishop g5. Scary. Scary. What will I ever do? I was just going to sack an exchange, honestly. There's an interesting intermezzo here. Bishop takes d8, knight e3, queen f3, knight d1. 4Q. How about Queen F3 D4? How do you feel about that? Is that okay? Is that okay? I have a call on my mobile phone. Probably like a scam caller. So what do you want to do here? Well, I can. It's not a big deal. If I play Queen D8, Queen F3, D4, he has the convenient knight E4. Still good for black, probably, but he's not dead yet. But if knight E3, I like that better. Sees everything. Oh yes, bishop takes C4. It's not looking good for white. I was just kidding. Check and take. I have one last cheapo. I'm going to take a very momentary secondary break here while I check my phone for important messages. I don't think I could get an important message this time of night, though. Oh, dude. Oh, someone on sound. Oh my god, dude. Give up to Ghost. 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 He's not one to give up to Ghost. Ghosts. A3. Queen G1 any. Hold on. We're going to be right back. Very important unknown caller. You know it's important when they don't leave a message. Okay, so RKT now is 3-0. Oh boy. I have a bad feeling about this. Who did they beat now? RKT looks suspicious. Lots of bullet games. You know who that could be.
I don't know that.
Oh, he's a human, maybe, but, you know, someone on sound. It is suspicious. You know who. That's probably on whatever. What do you think, guys? RKT is a rat? He's not allowed to have... Mr. Coffee's gonna freak out again. Mr. Coffee vows to quit as moderator if we kick out RKT. RKT's been a member of the community for a long time now. I'd stake my reputation on it. I don't know. Don't see him that often lately. You mean the guy with like 50 accounts? It's kind of hard to keep track of them. Alright, I have to rejoin the tournament. Yeah, I mean... What was that the guy who said? Was he the one who said he's clean? Why would you need to say that, right? I know, James, you guys need to stop. Really, get a room. You should just settle it in private, I think. Just once and for all. Mano a mano. Or maybe you'll become lovers, Bob. That's the other possibility. I think it's one extreme or the other, you know. One of you will beat up the other one, or you become like A6, interesting. Nothing wrong with that, Bob. Nothing to be ashamed of. Perfectly normal. Bishop D3. We transpose to a Benoni with A6 fairly early. Castle. Bisexual, whatever you want, man. This is the 21st century. Everything is cool. Just don't have any affairs with your campaign staffers, regardless of their gender. That is definitely a no-go. Well, Morales, you've got to find tactics if you play Yevgeny. I mean, he's a very good positional player. With your tricky openings, he's pretty good at the opening and he's good positionally, but you're tough tactically and a good attacker, so I would think it would be a good game. It's a question of whether Yevgeny makes some sort of tactical mistake or not. You know, positionally he's very strong, capable of beating anyone, I would think. What about this? The lonely pawn. The lonely Pawnda. I have a bad feeling about this move. But then again, what am I going to play? Well, that's what he does. I mean, it's a Karpovian style. He's probably raised and bred on Karpov, like my best friend, who taught me to play. You know, players like that, I mean, I'm used to, because my greatest chess partner, who I played with and learned the most with, had that kind of style, so I'm used to playing with people who play like that. But it's not that common here on lichess to see someone with the Karpovian style like Yevgeny. You know, it's not easy to learn that. It takes a lot of time, a lot of study. Most people are good tactically but know nothing about positional play. Karpov still hasn't accepted my friend request on Facebook. I'm really bummed about it. Maybe if my Facebook was I had more Facebook friends. I don't have enough, probably. Not popular enough. Okay, guys, tournament. How many players do we have at the moment? I wish I could see. 17, so we're catching up. Naj Papa's here. I haven't seen him in a while, so we got 2 Hungarians. In honor of me going back to Hungary. Big Daddy. Yeah, we studied a lot of Karpov because he was my best friend's like hero. And I mean, I studied Karpov. I have several Karpov books, and he was one of my favorite players. One of many. But he was the idol of my best friend who taught me how to play chess. And that friend was a strong player who became 2200 himself. So he idolized Karpov. And so it's been an influence on me indirectly. I found that I started to play certain openings like the Nimzo later in life because I was influenced by my friend all those years ago. The Yusupov, Karpov, Leningrad, Nimzo. Is that the famous like king transfer to c7? I don't remember Yusupov, Karpov, and Leningrad, Nimzo now. Yusupov has a famous game, I thought, against Karpov, actually in a same-ish variation. So he's just dropping the c4 pawn. Yummy. I thought he could play queen c7 here. Sort of like indirect threats. Knight takes e4, knight takes e4. Would that work? Maybe it didn't work at the end of the day because I have some sort of discovery on the back rank. Probably I have tactics. But he's in big trouble now. I think white is just lost. White is just lost, obviously. Black is just lost now. There was something weird about c4. I mean, that's not a normal move to play. You know? You really can't do that. I don't think, so early. This was a weird order of moves by Haberbaum in the opening. We've got Morales on 6, a couple players on 4, keen players. Guys, next week I'm not going to be here. Our last stream for, well, temporarily will be Friday. And then we're off to other places. We'll be off to get ready to travel to Europe. No stream between the 2nd and the 9th of November. And then the 10th of November will be a Sunday. I'm playing the Hungarian Team Championship at home. And we'll do the simul on the 10th of November. Back to Hungary simul. I'll be nice and tired out from my Team Championship game with FIDE Master Hando Vilmos. Maybe. That's who I would play, I guess. I have not really prepared yet for anyone. Something is not right about this position for black. I realize I have connect 4 or whatever it is on the C file, so you could stack up some heavy pieces and maybe win something. The knight fianchetto is not looking good. Not what you want to do. For my first over the board game since the end of April. Yeah, since the previous team championship. I'm always black. Thanks, man. Thanks for being a subscriber. I'm known for my solidity, not getting crushed. The hard thing is winning games. I've only lost one game in 2 years, you know, like on 2 different teams. I've only lost like something of 1 out of my last 40 team championship games. By the way, the simul this week, did something to me again. Like I couldn't sleep after the simul. It was crazy. My brain is just like, ugh. and I like didn't feel weird, but like I went to bed Sunday night, you know, normally like around 11:30, I don't know, and all night I couldn't sleep. I swear the simul's like do something to me. It's like playing all those games just like stimulates your brain and you can't stop. I don't know. I have to start taking Ambien or something. That's what Weedmaster was like. He takes Ambien, like Roseanne Barr. It'll make you like send crazy Twitter messages. It's a good thing I don't have a Twitter account, because if I start taking Ambien, yeah, no, I'm just kidding. You had it once. You walked around town at like 3 a.m. for 2 hours and forgot all about it. That helped. I'm playing the Grunfeld like someone on sound. Did Arteki like leave after sensing suspicion? JCS said he never had a problem with Ambien. I mean, yeah, like Weedmaster says he takes it and he has no problems with it. Like his doctor prescribed it and it's helped him. I mean, I think there's every time you hear like two sides of the story, whenever you talk about Bob with the novelty in the Grunfeld, Bishop E3. Whenever you talk about drugs, like somebody's like, oh no, that's the worst thing in the world. It killed 7,000 people. But for somebody else, like it's just been like a lifesaver. You hear completely different conflicting stories about everything. Every drug is like deadly. But I think the most famous story is the Roseanne Barr blaming it on, like, you know, that's why she lost her TV show, because Ambien made her do it. That's kind of a lame excuse. Sorry. This is a creative approach. What if I play C5? Just go postal on Bob. Oh, so Tiger Woods was also on Ambien. See, it's the perfect excuse. Yeah, but why would you be driving, if you're taking Ambien, why would you be driving your car, dude? That's just stupid. You know, I mean, obviously it's sleeping medication. I mean, it's like drinking and driving. I mean, it's just like absurd. It's good for celebrities. Bob's a genius. He gave up his bishop, but he still has stuff. I'm going to sack my queen in this game. Bobby Fischer against Donald Byrne. That was also a Grunfeld. What if we just sack our queen? Go ahead, Bob. Fork me. Fork you, Bob. Queen A5. I like Queen A5. It's like funky. Giving in pawns. Can gorge himself. It's like Halloween candy. Speaking of Halloween candy, oh, that's what's missing. Acerbate's missing because he's at the doctor's office. Melatonin isn't really working for me. That's the problem. Doesn't seem to have any effect. I take like the melatonin gummies, it doesn't do anything. I mean, it's probably good if you have like you know, melatonin may be good if you have jet lag, you know, and you're just, but I mean, as it's not a sleeping medicine, you know, it's not really meant to be like a sleep aid. Queen A5. Queen odds. Acerbate's in the car on his mobile. Acerbate, we still have time left in the tournament. We still have an hour left to get here. Did they prescribe you Ambien? Ironically, Acerbate was at the doctor, he said. I think we know the root of my sleeplessness. It's like doing 25 player simuls. I guess I just need to do like relaxation therapy or something. I had a sports. I was joking yesterday about this with Bob. I had a Harvard grad, Bob, sports psychiatrist, and he recommended, different kind of relaxation techniques and stuff like that. If you feel stressed, I mean, it's not that I'm stressed though. I just can't sleep. Not really the same. Breathing exercises. It's not like I'm having a panic attack. I just can't really sleep. So I don't know. But it certainly doesn't help the next day. You feel like you didn't sleep. Man, dude, your king is just chilling in the center here, Bob. What's going on? Botvinnik. Knight b4. This is just too easy. Taking candy from a baby. Right? If you're going to undevelop your pieces, I can move the same piece twice. Gonna waste my time? That's nice. Well, dude, that's like a pitcher batting in the World Series, right? You're just gonna get as many pitches out of me as you can before you strike out. Tonight is the World Series, and I was rooting for the Houston Astros, but I kind of want the series to go 7 games now, so I'm almost like rooting for the other team. Just because I want it to be like stretched out to the maximum 7 games. Because there's nothing else to watch on TV that's entertaining. Tonight, Steven Strasburg pitching for the Washington Nationals should be a good chance for the series to go 6 games to 7. All right, Bob. Now Bob resigns. All right, I think we lost RKT. He knew his days were up. Morales is having a bad night. Baleful with 4. Yevgeny with 4. All subscribers. Except for Fuzzy Logic. Actually, we need more players. I should advertise this. How could I advertise the tournament on lichess? Yeah, you and James need to get a room. All right? I'm not going to be a relationship counselor. Speaking of obsessions, Bob, you should know about obsessions. Haberbomb again. I keep playing the same players over and over again. It's like your obsession with the chess site which shall not name. Dude, you better delete that weird account you made of me on the chess site we do not talk about. I don't like you pretending to be me on the internet, man. I hope you're only joking about that. All right, c4. The Benoni reversed. Man, that's fortunate. He took. I mean, this is just important. I think black needs to play d4. The only good move, because, I mean, e6 is kind of a passive Catalan. I guess you might be able to play, like, queen a4, e6. So maybe I was supposed to play this. This is such a rare position, though. I don't think it even, like, happens. Nobody plays d takes c4. I had a game against one Hungarian player in a similar team championship game. This may not be that bad for black, actually. g6, bishop g7. What do I do? Dude, you're dissing me. Don't mention my rating is 2350. I donated my rating points to little kids. All right? I made charitable rating donations. It's not my real rating. I should be like at least 379,000. What are we doing here? I'm not convinced by this, actually. This is the only weak point in Black's position, but it's actually hard to attack now. We'll have to call, we'll send the call through to Romania to ask Mihai Suba how exactly White plays this position for an edge. The pawn is a little tricky to protect. If I were to play bishop e3, you know, how does he protect that? Castles bishop e3. That looks like a concrete problem for Black. Well, I'm finished my coffee, I'm finished my beer. We've got more beer in the fridge if necessary. Yeah, Yevgeny, did you have to play him again, Antonio? You got to take him out with tactics. My balanced... I mean, I adapt to different styles of play. I'm good at blitz matches that are long. You know, I can kind of find people's weaknesses and stuff. Lately, I don't do that. I haven't done that in ages. Have any like long blitz matches with anyone, but I used to have extensive blitz matches with certain players, like 10 or 15 or 20 games back in the day. And I was always good at kind of finding their weaknesses so I could adapt over the course of the blitz match, you know, and improve. Going for it. This reminds me of the time that I played Ivan Farago. It was like a ready. He just gives me his white squared bishop, but he still has such a good, solid position. Same thing. This is pretty solid for Black even so. Give me the white squared bishop, but he still has such a grip on d4 that it's really negligible, my advantage. Yeah, I don't think this is so bad. Good, Bob. Please block everyone. I think you should block everyone. Just block. Just block them. We don't want to distract you from talking about chess.com. All right. Queen a4. Maybe the white squares are a little sensitive here. Oh, I said it. That's like, what is that doll movie? With the haunted doll, Annabelle. Just keep saying it in front of the mirror. Not Chucky, dude. Everybody knows. Child's Play. But there's that Gremlins. Gremlins are so cute. All right. Where is my plan? To play b4, right? The standard. It's already threatening knight d4. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is just lame. Lame position for white with no advantage at all. Trump. Just bring up Trump. I got him escaping the United States. getting out of here. I hope I hope the next time I step foot on American soil, Trump is not president anymore. That's all I can say. Leaving on Thursday, no, leaving on Wednesday, next Wednesday. All right. Like most celebrities, I don't like Donald Trump. Something about us celebrities just turns us off. I don't know what it is. Bob knowing females. It's all Bob thinks about. It's actually not true. Thinks about males too. Anything sexual. Rook C1. I don't understand the whole thing in England about this new election, James. Can you explain that to me? What that means? What does a new election mean exactly in layman's terms? Why does Boris Johnson want a new election? It's so confusing. British politics is even weirder than American politics. I can't understand anything. All right. So how is that good for Boris Johnson? Like, what I didn't understand. Somehow that benefits him. I don't know why I'm thinking so long in this position. I'm afraid of losing my b2 pawn, I guess. r2, b2. r2, b2. Oh, there it goes. Dropped it. Now we're thinking like Ding the Ren. If I may be so bold to compare myself to Ding the Ren. Do I really want to go to this square? Yeah. It's trade. You will regret that. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Baleful. But I guess we shouldn't give Boris Johnson too much credit. Like he knows what he's doing or something. There's like a master plan. C4, only chance. I think the weed master needs the doctor. The cough doesn't sound good, dude. Smoking kills. This is a great game by Hyperbomb. He's still hanging tough here. You know, because you live in Greece, right? I mean, I'm a former smoker, so I just kind of joking around. Oh man, this is looking kind of annoying now. I don't like that whole business. he lost on time. He was doing great. That was a great game, Hammerbomb. What was that? We had a notification of some sort. Did you understand what that notification was? Joanna Tries went online on Twitch, who I have notification of that, but I didn't know if that was what it was about. Weedmaster smoking too much. Everything. Was it a follower alert? I didn't see the follow alert when I clicked over on the screen, but maybe I just missed it. I was too late. It sounded like a follower alert, yeah. Looks like RKT just left when he fell under suspicion. Baleful and Morales have a chance for second and third. I've got Yevgeny. Masturbate, how did the doctor go? Did they prescribe Ambien or not? Oh, that was another one. Velikich TV is now following. Boom. All right. I thought that was Bob. You've been hanging out with Bob too much. Just consider yourself warned. Not a good role model. HTFP. Not a good role model. I haven't played one of these in a while. It's always fun. You're freaking everyone out. You never do that to us here, Asper. You seem very stable here. Bishop G5. I'm not familiar with that drug. I'm too old school. I'm not up to date with the latest. Sounds like some sort of benzo. We're talking about something that treats seizures and bipolar. Sounds like something that's also used for like maybe panic disorder. You get a lot of drugs that are used for epilepsy and Bishop G5. How do I treat that? Maybe I just play Queen B6. I think this is kind of a weird move, truthfully. Anything with a Pam in it, masturbate. It's been a while since I studied drugs and behavior. All right. I don't think I'm going to become a psychiatrist. Maybe if I had it to do over again, I would finish I would go to grad school and stay with psychology, but we did chess instead. We got to live with our decisions in life. Too late to have a real career. I'm too old for a real career. Though I could go back to school in midlife, right, Bob? It's the best place to meet women, even though I'm married. I'm gonna get in trouble. Gonna get in trouble, so I'll just stop now. I'll take my house money and spend like $200,000 to go back to school in my middle age. Become Dr. Bill. D5. So this is my favorite theme when you get these D5s. It's nuts, but we have to do this. Does Mrs. Sladgie ever watch the stream? Only the shadow knows, Mr. Coffee. HEFP says his mom got her teaching degree in the 50s. That's nice. It's inspiring. I had a similar game years ago. I remember against some Russian woman GM, I think. White did that. They tried to follow up with c4, but I don't think she had given up her dark squared bishop. For me, that's kind of weird. I don't think I'm inclined to take this, though. This is no time to be materialistic. This is Sladgie. I try to keep my personal life and my business life separate. You don't want people like Bob stalking you or something. This is a great positional game. He's turning it into a positional game. God damn it. Completely positional in battle. I can't create any sort of chaos here. We didn't have any strong players. One master, what's his name now? Mysterious expert dropped out at the last minute. It was weird because, was it yesterday? Was it the Monday stream? We had all sorts of people show up. Spectacular Camel, not Spectacular Camel, Camel Culture, Zen Chess, just like a whole bunch of strong players who we could use in this tournament today. They all showed up yesterday out of the blue, you know, and then Tuesday, there's nobody here. I mean, from the strongest players, from the master strength players. I mean, Zen Chess is like 2100, Mysterious Experts 22, 23 on lichess. Now, this was a weird move. I don't really like that. I mean, that knight was destined for c4. So that doesn't seem like a good decision for white. All good chess players are kids, right? Let's keep our bishop breathing. Our bishop's breathing. I'm out of here. Am I getting mated if I do that? Yeah, probably. Probably. This is just insane. Wait, what? 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 You're letting me play bishop f4? It was one of those tactical mistakes. The Achilles heel of Yevgeny. I mean, he still could ask some threats. We have to be careful, kids. There's a check. This is still dangerous. I realize that. The other Greek guy. One of the other Greek guys. Team Greece. Guys, we still have 30 minutes left in the tournament. For you late night peoples. Alright, so what's up here? What is up? Knight f1. Good to see that. He had that move ready instantaneously. I guess f5 is not a good move. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can hear myself. Weedmaster's watching me. I heard myself say uh-oh from the other room. Okay, guys, what's up? Next game. What-oh. He has the stream on his phone in the living room, and there's such an echo that I could hear myself say uh-oh from the other room with the door closed, because there is almost no furniture in my house. He's too lazy to do anything, man. He just smokes cigarettes and watches TV. It's a good life. You know, not too many people are fortunate enough to have that kind of life, you know. I mean, all right, Mr. Coffee, we're getting theoretical in the Reti. This is actually the reverse of my Blumenfeld declined analysis. Now that I think about it, it's a Blumenfeld declined reversed. Baleful in second place now. Nice. Morales kind of struggling tonight. Someone on sound? Still battling. No, I'm just talking about he's smoking too many cigarettes. But who am I to be his grandmother? All right. You pays your money, you takes your choice. The late great Arthur Bisguyer. E3, B6. Here we go. Classic Reti. Yeah, double fianchettoing is underrated. Totally underrated. But I'm worried about this move order. Is he going to have d4 favorably? I don't know. Can he play d4 here? Is that good for him? Well, it's not great. I mean, it should be a kind of bad Benoni. Normally they don't do that at this stage. Once Black's played like b6 and a kind of conservative approach. If he's going to do d4, they do it pretty much like move 8 or whatever to try to play it now. Try to play it early if you're going to play it. Smoke him while you got him. We had bishop a6 against several opponents. Was that Big Papa, Notch Papa, had a bishop a6 game in a similar position? Chess lover name. I always have to check and make sure it doesn't have numbers in it. It's a popular name. If you were like chess lover 123, we'd have to like ban you from the stream. Has anybody been following the European Team Championship? No, Bob, I think he was cheating too, dude. But I guess it's just a conspiracy theory. You know, just because you don't cheat every single game doesn't mean you're not a cheater. We have like probably like 90% of the people who cheated against me, they're not like doing it every single game, you know. But whatever. He's obviously trustworthy. I mean, completely. Definitely someone I would never ever question. This is a good setup by Mr. Coffee. I like this. This looks good. This rook, however, any regulars that I suspect are cheating? No, never, Bob, never. Never. I try to restrain myself. And there's plenty of people that I've suspected. That doesn't mean that I was right. I don't know. That shall remain anonymous. Go down in the annals of history. No, if it's really blatant, I usually, it eats away at me and I can't stop myself, but not too many. Obviously Morales, Asterbait, Mule Skinner. Those two games Asterbait won against me, you know, are clearly suspicious. All right, guys, let's see. Halloween is just around the corner. Get your free tacos at Taco Bell tomorrow, don't forget. Tell them they're on me. If you live in the US of A, or probably Canada, I assume, has Taco Bell as well. Free tacos on me tomorrow at Taco Bell. What does this move even do? No. Mr. Coffee, you're trading squares, giving squares to get squares. Tomorrow, John Koss, tomorrow. Tomorrow is Steal a Taco promotion. Because of Major League Baseball, you can actually go to Taco Bell and get a free taco. Not today. It's on me. Mr. Coffee is suddenly starting to creak. In the words of Grandmaster Mark Hebden. Starting to creak a little bit. I can't do it. I can't do the British accent. Damn it. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at British accents. Why? I can't do it. I have to be drunk. Terrible at accents, period. Why would he post about going to the doctor? Bob, you've never done anything dubious, right? Mr. Coffee. Mr. Coffee is obviously suspicious. This did not go well. Mr. Coffee lost coordination. I knew that rook on f8 would be a problem. So funny. Well, I guess I could take this. This probably isn't the best way to win. It is a way. Dude, we're not all like 1900 like you, Bob. You know? Oh my god, I'm gonna be careful. What did I do? I'm like hanging f2. What is going on? Mr. Coffee resigned, but after king e8, I hope that's not a real threat. I could probably just allow him to take on f2. But really, I have to let him make the scary capture. Rook takes f2. It's all right. That's not a very good move. Actually, bishop takes f2 might be better. It's over. All right. Yeah, Mr. Coffee, I think your setup there, you know, with your rooks on d8 and f8 doesn't look right. You should put rooks on c8 and d8, and then, you know, do the standard sort of queen b8. Oh, you're playing in Zen mode. Oh my god. Zen mode in the tournament. That's weird. I mean, I like Zen mode, but I never thought about like actually doing that in the tournament. That's bizarre. Guys, thanks for supporting the stream. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so we don't have a stream. We have a subscriber stream on Halloween on Thursday. And we're going to go over games. So you can submit games. I think I only have one game submission thus far for Thursday. Then Friday, open fast blitz challenges. Then the stream is no more for a week. We will not stream between November 2nd and November 9th. And then we're going to go back to Budapest and be streaming from Europe once again. From the 10th, we do a simul on the 10th of November from Budapest, Hungary. I will be back with the original Pawnda. His lichess name, Cheslov, it's Chess Lover 1, 2, 3. What's up, guys? We have 15 minutes left in the tournament. I'm running away with it. No, I mean, okay, so John Koss beat Asterbate. If you look at their ratings, John Koss is 1,100. Asterbate is like 1,600. That's a big win, Bob. To beat somebody who's like 400 points higher, you know? That is not to be mocked. It's a big deal anytime you beat someone who's like 400 points higher than you. Just dissing everyone. We weren't all born like 1900 like Bob. So strong. E4, knight f6. So he's basically playing a very bad opening here. It's tempo down. It's a known opening that's like a tempo down, essentially. So this is pretty bad. E5 is strong there too. John Koss, he's having fun, but he probably shouldn't berserk against a higher rated player. I think it's a bad, maybe bad strategy. Well, at least in this time control. Okay, in sudden death it's okay, but in this time control where there's an increment, definitely not the best idea. Because of the increment, you lose your increment. It's not good strategy when there's an increment, really. Yeah, I actually forget that sometimes too, because I rarely berserk. And once in a while I would berserk out of desperation or whatever. And then I forget, like, I'm so used to playing with increment that I forget. And at the last minute I don't realize, like, I have no increment, and I just like lose on time. Like, what happened? Oh, I don't have increment. Okay. Because I always used to play Blitz with no increment, and that was the only kind of Blitz I ever played. But when I started streaming about 3+ years ago, I realized that it's better to have the increment for commentary. So that's that. Interesting position here. White should have good attacking chances. Sacrificing a pawn long term, like a Queen's Gambit accepted. This is a very dangerous move for black. Now, do I take it? Yes, I think in this case I will. I wondered about a statistic randomly. What do you guys think about, I don't know who I was discussing this with, but I can't remember. How often is en passant the best move when it's legal? You know, like what percentage of the time is an en passant capture the best move when legal? I'm curious, you know, what the statistic would be. I would think it would be like a lot of the time, you know, very high. Obviously, it's not 100%. Shake and bake. So we're checked for the sake of checking. Always check. Always play en passant. En passant. Especially if you're French, then it's 100% of the time. If you're French speaking, it's always. Oh no. Where is the mate, boys and girls? Where is the mate, Acerbate? Acerbate's always playing for mate. Silly to play for mate, isn't it? Silly. It can also threaten. Right. I mean, there is that true. That's true, and I think a lot of people play it when it's not good because they're just excited to get to try to play. You know, beginners get excited when there's a. Exactly. That's the whole point. They get excited when there's an en passant, so they're automatically going to do it if it's good or not. That's funny, but it's true. I think the psychology of that is definite. Still no mate. John Koss is good at avoiding mate in one. He's used to it, I think. When you're 1100, you're used to it, you know. You're used to facing mate in ones and preventing them. You see? There's still no mate. God damn it, Jerry. Avoidance of mate. Specialist. Still not mate. Damn, dude. It's still not mate. It's still not mate. I must be missing the mate. Now it's there. Now he resigns. That's not fair. I'm not allowed to resign. Mate in 2. Morales in second place. Someone on sound powering to third with 9 minutes left. Baleful's been pushed out of the top prize categories. Jim, thank you for leader and gift subs, Mr. Slowhand. Was he here tonight? No, right? Jim, Mr. Coffee, Merle Dixon, WJ Loof. Jim, he just wanted to hear the sound. Jim cheered 12. Just testing. He's testing the sound. I got Yevgeny again. Damn, dude, I don't know what to do against knight f3 anymore. Please, make it stop. He tried to donate 200. Yevgeny's prepared for this, though. That's funny. You're like my typing. Thank you, Jim. 200 bits. The Benoni. We'll try something dubious. This is how I lost to former European champion. What was his face? I was white against guy I can never remember his name. Oh well. Doesn't matter, just some 2680. I was white. I've had a good score against the system. I don't know about knight and f3 though. Knight and f3 limits white. If you don't have knight and f3, you can do really aggressive stuff, like go nuts with h4, h5. I've played that way with white. But knight and f3 limits white a little bit. I had the same issue against my opponent who played this with black. Yeah, we just played a Benoni. I remember once I had a game with Alexander Ivanov where this happened, where I was white, years ago. This is basically my game with Alexander Ivanov 20 years ago. I think we played in like New Hampshire, now that I think about it. I was white in this exact position. It looks deceptively safe for white, but it's actually not that easy. I feel like the echo just increased in my room for some reason. I don't know why. Why is there more echo now than there was 2 minutes ago? Yeah, I mean, I can't believe how fast Yevgeny is. That's the other weird thing about him. He's like 1800 in bullet. And he's like 2100 in other things, but he plays like instantly, especially in the opening. Every single game he plays the opening super fast. Oh, you're talking about what? You mean Asterbate played fast. Asterbate plays fast too. A lot of the people in my stream play fast. The knight on e7 is any good? That's probably a very key question. This is a system that it's got a dubious reputation, but it's been played by some tricky players, like the Armenian Grandmaster Minassian, Alexander Ivanov, a personal friend of mine, and the 2680 player who I can't remember, who I lost to 2 years ago. I actually lost, not because of the opening, of course. So, yeah, knight, I mean, this gives us f5 at some point. Is the knight any good? Good question. Well, it's kind of a key question. A5 looks sort of optimistic. Against Ivanov, it was a very old game. I mean, it was way over 20 years ago. I lost that game. In later years, I did fine against him, but in the beginning, he was dominant. When I was outrated by a lot. So f5. 95 here, also. 99. Is this a good move? Maybe not. I'm thinking f5, we go for it. He was the first one that played the system against me, but then it was subsequently played against me by several people. Grandmaster Sultan Medved tried it against me. I think we drew. And then it's a Latvian Grandmaster who's like 2680. What's the guy's name? Do you guys know who I'm talking about? There's not like a lot of people. And I'm not talking about Alexei Shirov. What's his name? He was the European champion like 2 years ago. I lost against him. Stupidly. He played this garbage for black. But in this case now we basically play like it's a King's Indian. I wonder if I should have played bishop d4 check there. Dude, I said Latvian. What are you talking about? And you're making up names. Stop making up names, Bob. Fake chess player names. Serbian and Latvian are different things. And you didn't even spell the guy's name right. It's Saric. No excuse, Bob. There's no excuse. Similar to our other game against Yevgeny. I think I should have played bishop d4 check first. There goes the queen side. I might end up in a bad King's Indian here pretty quickly. Yeah, I regret this. I'm gonna back off, and I misplayed the position. This is gonna kill me. I think I need to change my plan. It's really weird to play bishop c3. That is a bizarre thing to do. It's a good bishop for white. Also his a5 pawn is hanging, so now he has to backtrack. Yevgeny is all about space. Kovalenko, yeah. He got the silver in 2016. He didn't win the European Championship. Didn't he win the European Championship? That was the guy. He plays like Blitz chess in his tournament games. It worked against me, but he like played... A few rounds later, he played Victor Mikulewski and like tried to blitz him. And then it didn't work so well. I was satisfied by that. Yeah, I know the echo got louder. It's the weirdest thing. Did like the level of humidity in the room change or something? Isn't that weird? Literally the echo in my room got more distinct for no particular reason since I began the stream. It's so weird. Tournament over. Uh-oh. So this is just for the heck of it. Now we're only playing for a moral victory here. We lost a pawn. I wonder if he could try something crazy. He declined my draw for... Wow. Alright. I win all of the games. Not yet. Well, this one doesn't really count. Perfect score. Yevgeny declined my draw for... But it doesn't really matter because the tournament was over anyway, so he doesn't really have a reason to accept it or not accept it. It doesn't matter. I was thinking I should have offered him a draw before we ran out of time. I waited too long. Super nice. I need to do G4 somehow. Make G4 great again. Oh, the Asterbait maneuver. That's a good plan. That's a good plan. It didn't occur to me. I was thinking like Rook H8 along the same lines. Yeah, but you guys didn't bring the masters tonight. G4. FG4, FG4, knight G4, F3. G takes F and then omelet getting mated or something. You know this is gonna backfire. Maybe I can just sack one pawn. I was thinking F3. Maybe F3 next. F3 is too dangerous. Alright, so what's happening? Rook A5, Rook A5. Knight takes C4. Well, there I'd have at least a draw. He's running out of time. I can't trade queens. I don't want to trade queens. I do have this move. It's just too hard for white to defend. Queen and knight. All right, back to tournament. Final score, guys. I managed to win it. Perfect score. You guys gave me an easy time. I had a lost position. I had a lost position somewhere in the beginning. I remember that against one of you guys. Who was it? Against Haberbaum? I don't remember. Haberbaum had a forced win against me with Bishop D7 in the second game. He was just winning a piece. So it's not like I was just playing great, you know. You guys had your chances. Morales in second place, performance 2010. Someone on sound 1973. I think all of us can play better, but it was a fun event. Nice to rack up the easy points today. We had 20 players, and it was fun. So again, congratulations to Morales, someone on sound, Baleful, Art, KT, Give Getty, Mr. Coffee Quam, Amoeboid, and Haberbaum. We had 20 total players, guys. Thanks for playing. I'm going to be back, you know, hopefully without the echo tomorrow night. And I don't know, maybe it's the humidity in the room. What is doing that? Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. The blowfish moved itself. That must have affected our echo somehow. All right, guys. Uber driver, good to see you. I will see you later from the Pawnda and Blowfish and from everybody. Weedmaster. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Thursday, subscriber stream. Don't forget, John Koss, to send you my information. Uh-oh. All right. So don't give it out to the ladies. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.